Mods, the great frontier of after-release development by the community to extend the natural life of a game. Many games have them, even fewer have good ones, but only a select few have great ones. Fallout New Vegas and other games published by Bethesda Game Studios and Softworks are among those select few.
I hate to do this, but before I start the video, please comment, like, and subscribe. Thank you.
I was originally going to play through Fallout New California, but due to unforeseen circumstances, I had to delay that review, so to compensate, I was scrolling down the Quests mod category for the Nexus on Fallout New Vegas, and I stumbled upon D.E.I.M.O.S. D.E.I.M.O.S is an ancient mod straight from 2011, and the reviews of the game reflect that. Many mods paint right over the start of this one. It seems D.E.I.M.O.S was left in the dust and forgotten. Today, I grab my shovel and dig this poor mod pack right out of the grave to give it a fair shot. Today, I see if D.E.I.M.O.S was really a good mod. We start off struggling to find where the manhole cover is while getting absolutely jumped by Legionnaires. Not exactly part of the mod, but I figured I should point it out anyways because it certainly had an impact on my experience. The manhole cover is covered over by many of the most used mods today. It makes you wonder if they did it on purpose because they didn't like this mod. The reviews of D.E.I.M.O.S paint it in a very bad light, saying you have to go through the same building 6 times. People really don't like this mod. I was about to give up on the mod too because this section was bugged. The guy was giving me a stink face and refused to talk to me. I had to reload the game.
What's your beef, stranger?
Yeah,
here looking for the
well,
D.E.I.M.O.S?
he does talk to me now and says he wants to find the D.E.I.M.O.S, but he's not one for fighting.
Great treasure hidden in this place. Nobody knows what it is or how to get in, except me. I happen to have the password for it. I'd go in myself, but, well, I've never been one for fighting.
Well, I am.
Welcome to have a look yourself.
He gives me the password to the airlock, so I go through it. It sounds a lot like GLaDOS.
Decontaminating and repressurizing. Please stand by.
Okay, GLaDOS.
D.E.I.M.O.S so far reeks of an early 2010s mod, and I'm all for it. Well, you have to go through this bunker area with no real markers or indication of where to go. The mod page just says to sit back and enjoy the mod, and that's what I'm not too fond of. How am I supposed to enjoy the mod if I'm one who prefers some sort of indication of where to go? I'm not saying shove quest markers in my face, but you know, we'll see what I'm talking about later. But I'm not saying throw me into the deep end with no floaties. I need to know what I'm looking for at the very least. I had to run circles around this place just to find a really missable electrical switch in the reboot room, a room which I entered several times looking for what to do. Well, now there's a trek to the reactor room. It takes me to my movie where a character would say, "This is a reactor room. Do not go in it," once and never appears again. I know that has no correlation with the mod, and I vocal stimmed it several times while playing the mod, so I figured I should add it to the script anyways. He goes, "This is a reactor room. Do not go in it." And anyways. The reactor needs to have an external transformer fixed before I turn it on, so I have to trek outside to find it. I'm jumped by dogs, but I'm fine. The mod has a bunch of low-level enemies, so it's not really that big of a deal until I'm jump-scared by a fucking death ball inside the transformer room. It fucking follows me outside, too, so I have to swiftly put on my power armor and explosive anti-material rifle. I finish it, and then I go back inside. I need to find a hammer, some scrap metal, and other various nonsense. Fortunately, most are inside this room itself. I just need one missing piece. I'm not quite sure what that piece is, though. I look around to no avail. See, I'm not too fond of this either, because you have no clue what to do. The one solace is that you at least know that you're looking for something. I go to a storage room and do not find that something. No, yeah. I look around some more. I go back, and then I go back again, and then I do find that something. You know it when you see it type shit. There's a bunch of stuff in this building. I think I'll be using it later. I go back outside and fix the transformer, then backtrack to the reactor and turn it on. This section is awesome. And the way it presents itself, it just makes it seem like I'm going to be stuck in there fighting enemies until it's done. Well, actually, no. I just wait, then I ignite it, then I leave. Now I'm confused on where to go. Most of the doors in this place are locked and require a key.
I didn't even know that door was fucking there.
Yeah. And this one door that I'm actually looking for blends in with the background so well, so I never found it until searching the facility, pissed off for so long. Now there's an ID card reader. It says Sam Paxton, level 3. It's stuck in the reader itself. I grab it and go into the research terminals. And, yeah, apparently they figured out how to go through time with the Deimos. Interesting, interesting. Now some opening credits play, which are really interesting as well. On the day of the bombs, a great microphone guy with crisp audio said that they launched the Deimos weapon before the bombs went off. The antagonist sealed himself and Dr. Matthews in the Deimos room. Now I'm back in time. A guy named Mitchell asks me who I am, to which I show him my badge. He reveals that the bombs happened after the Deimos went off, 10 minutes in fact. And I grab a radiation suit to go outside. I need to fix things. A theme of this mod here is that I'm going to be going outside a lot, backtracking. There's a lot of enemies out here that must have quickly mutated in this massive green radiation storm. Like, it's absolutely massive. It's like stepping outside on Jupiter or something. I put on the power armor just to see what would happen, and I was getting 77 rounds a second. I had second-degree radiation poisoning in just a short amount of time. It was crazy. You can't see a thing in that storm. But it's still fun to watch, you know? You see what happened after the bombs dropped, according to some fans, and I like it. Yeah, sure, it's a pain in the ass to navigate, but who needs eyesight anyways? We're having fun here. So I grab my air filter and go back. Now, there's a guy who voices the Arnold Schwarzenegger ripoff in the Helgen Reborn mod, and he tells me to hurry up, so I go back. Now we need fuel for the generator. Yeah, so in the storage facility, I saw this, but I couldn't grab it for some reason. You know, some fuck-ass reason, I couldn't grab it. So, yeah, I walk all the way back again and grab it this time. Now I go to get Matthews. We get him, and the antagonist set off a bunch of robots. I have to hold them off while the LT turns them off. He turns the teleporters off, and it's an objective survive type ship. Well, my medicine stick makes quick work of them. After a few minutes of nothing but robots coming to kill me, I have to backtrack again to fix the airlock. I fix it, now the coolant's failed. Backtrack again! The mod devs really took inspiration from the rest of the game, didn't they? Now there's an escort quest with a robot. This has got me sweating. I'm scared. Escort quests are horrendous. I go back to the storage facility to get the robot, and actually it's not too bad. I could just beeline to the reactor pipe room with no issues. Shit hyped it up for it to, you know, him to probably die. The guy says, you know, if the robot is destroyed, go get a new one, you know? Nah, only a bloatfly attacked us outside. Now I gotta backtrack to get a core. Well, there was a dead guy outside, and I wondered why. I had a feeling this entire time, saying it vocally during the playthrough, that they're going to jump me with a death claw while outside in this radiation suit.
Oh, I fucking knew it.
That's exactly what happens here. I fucking knew it. Inside the facility, a death claw jumps me. I put on my power armor, only taking 33 rads a second this time, and blast the death claw's mother's ass back to the future. It's dead. Now my radiation suit is back on with only first-degree radiation poisoning, and I grab the thing with my level 4 key card. Now I gotta backtrack back to the main facility and initiate the lockdown to stop all the animals from coming in.
Aha!
They keep knocking Matthews unconscious, quote unquote. But let's be honest, they were fucking straight murking, bro. And the only reason he kept getting resurrected was plot armor. Dude was knocked down like fucking Reed.
Yeah,
if
I
you
think
shoot
he's
him,
dead, bro.
not in the head in Phantom Liberty. It was hilarious. Boom, the Deimos fires finally, and most of the animals are now dead. They figured out my ruse. They know I'm not actually Sam Paxton. The jig is up! They know I'm from the future, and they want to send me back to the future now. Well, I say goodbye to them and go to the CMT room. I get to the ID card stuck in the reader, cementing the future time loop. Clever writing here, I like it. I go back to the future. Third time's a charm for that joke. Now, I have to find out what happened. Actually, it wasn't a happy ending. It stuck with me after the fact. They knew they were cooked, but despite it all, I was their friend. The LT sent a message to his family, his wife and his kid, because they somehow survived the initial nuke blast, and said to keep the Deimos bunker passcode passed down generation to generation. Not to forget it. He wanted it to be public, so that eventually his friend might need it. His friend being me. The reward that the people said was great was a nice big Deimos cannon. It's alright. It's not the greatest thing in the world, but I'm sure it'd be really great early game. That is, if you don't get obliterated by the death claws. See, the pacing of this mod is weird, in that I have no idea when you're supposed to play it. Most of the enemies are very low level, but then they slap higher level enemies on you, like the death claws and the robots. But then fire geckos are the most difficult thing, and red scorpions for the rest of it. I'm not exactly sure at what point of the game you're supposed to play this. Despite the flaws and the rightful criticism that players had by this mod being needlessly backtracky, it was still fun. I enjoyed the time loop story quite a lot, and it made me a little sad for a bit knowing that the story of these guys in the Deimos didn't work out in the end. But they ensured I came back to the past to do it all again anyways. Story was fun. The gameplay, not really. The most fun was shooting the robots, I'm gonna be real. Yeah, it was needlessly backtracky. You know, you had to go back and forth several times. It wasn't great there, but it was still fun. I still had fun. I still really enjoyed the story a lot here. Did the mod have its flaws? Absolutely. Is the reward kind of bad? Absolutely. Did I have fun? Absolutely. Deimos is an absolutely severely underrated mod that I think everyone should try at least once to experience what fans thought happened after the bombs dropped. And to have a good time with a mod that's ancient but still fun to play.